Hello, my lovely Tauruses. I'm Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do your June 2020 love reading, or within a month's time of when you view this, because we are at the end of June, and my readings are timeless, so whenever you click on it, it could resonate with you. Please keep in mind that these are general readings. They will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you'd like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email is in the box below. I'll gladly give you all the information you need on personals. It's on the community tab as well as my website. And don't forget to check me out on Patreon. These readings will be extended over on Patreon. This is my intertwined spread. So over here on YouTube, we're going to cover mutual energies. So what's going on between the two of you. This is in your headspace, so what you guys are thinking about, or past communication, conversations, mutual feelings. These are wants and or needs. This is your side, this is their side. You can flip-flop, vice versa, depending on your situation, because it is energy that I'm reading, and I'm reading for a lot of you. These are feelings, how you feel about each other, and then expectations. Over on Patreon, we're going to cover obstacles and blocks, actions, outcomes, advice, what they want to say to you, things like that. Whatever I feel the need to look into, we'll look into if there's any further information that needs to be had. Keep in mind that I do have a merchandise store through Bonfire. It is listed on Patreon as well as my community tab, and I do believe I have it posted on my Facebook page as well if you'd like to join me over there. It's not on my Instagram. It could be, I can't remember, but I do have an IG account. All the information is in the box below for all my social media. But yes, I do have, it's not stalking if you're just cross-watching, my main logo, and then Willow Vibes Tribe. So if you would like to be an official member of Willow Vibes Tribe, go support your girl by buying some merch. I do have openings for personals if you're interested. I have taken a break from YouTube because I was not only having technical difficulties, I was having energetic difficulties. Like, I'm telling you what, I was in a funk from hell, and I was also trying to get through personal readings. I do have some on the books still to get through, but I'm like, I can't keep putting off my generals. So I don't know if any of you have been going through an energetic funk or upheaval like I have. I don't know, it was almost like, I know we're in retrograde right now, but for some reason, it was like one day I'm like all gung-ho, balls to the walls, getting shit done. Oh, post warning, I use bad language. If you don't like it, there's the door. See you later, bye. And then the next day or the next moment, I'm just kind of blank and numb, feeling like I wasn't sad or mad or anything like that. And, I do know that a lot of these symptoms kind of go hand in hand with depression, and I do battle with anxiety and stuff. I'm human too. But it was just weird. I don't know how to explain it beyond not being motivated. I just felt a lot of energetic blocks. And I feel like I'm telling you this because I feel like some of you have experienced the same blockages just in your life in general. And money just popped in my head. So it could be surrounding a business venture, creative ideas, like, if you have like a side job, you're trying to start your own business or just get extra cash flow going. I kind of feel blockages there, and it's not because the money isn't available to you. I almost feel like it's a personal block, and it has to do with your emotions, your headspace and heart space colliding, what's logical for you versus what's desirable. For some of you, it just could, be business and lover, they're colliding, and it's like, I don't know what direction to go in. Some of you are just having a really difficult time keeping up with your busy schedule or getting things done because you have a lot on your mind, and it's like, I just don't know where I'm going to end up, kind of thing. So there's some stress going on, and that's definitely not for all of you. Like I said, these are general readings, so not every message is going to apply. There could be, certain things that resonate with you, while others don't. The whole story could be for you. You might feel like it's a personal reading. But keep in mind, this is a general reading, so, don't get discouraged if it's not your story. Just check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, 10th, 11th house, placements. I don't know. I don't normally say the 10th and 11th house, but it might mean something to somebody. Because sometimes people forget about their other signs in their birth chart. And I know for me personally, when it comes to like love and relationships, I'm Scorpio sun, but I find that when I'm watching readings or getting a reading done for myself, my moon sign and Venus sign actually resonate more with me with matters of the heart. So just keep that in mind. Some of you might be getting confused, like every time I watch a Taurus reading, it's not me. Just check out your other signs, because that could be the problem. Anywho, I don't know why I'm going off on a tangent like that. I have missed you guys so much. I've missed all my signs, all of you. And you guys have been so supportive. And even though I've taken a little bit of a break due to, like I said, technical difficulties and just energetic difficulties, and trying to get personal readings done and everything, I can never stay away for too long. Like, you guys fill a void within my life. Like, this is a true passion of mine to help you guys. And I know that I was put on this earth and given these gifts to share them with y'all, because I read, it's like I have more accurate information for other people versus myself. Yes, I can read for myself, but it depends on the topic at hand, because, our egos get involved. So some of you could be trying to do tarot readings for yourself, and you feel like you're coming up short, or you're not getting the information that you were hoping to get. I kind of feel like blockages there, and it is ego based. It's because it's just like they say, when you're in the problem or part of the problem, you don't always see the problem. It's kind of the same thing when it comes to, psychic abilities and, reading for your own life, your own situation. Your ego tends to get in the way, because, you're biased. You want, it's like an expectation, like you're hoping for a certain outcome. So if you get, like, say you pull cards and it says that you're going to get what you want, you might doubt it, because you're like, is it just because I want this so bad that I'm looking at it this way? Or if the answer comes out that, you're not going to get what you want, it's like, well, is that right? It's just questioning it. So sometimes you have to step away from the situation or have somebody else look into it for you. Yeah, somebody's definitely either learning tarot, or I'm talking to empaths, tarot readers, and you're just having blockages when reading for yourself. Because I don't feel like you're blocked reading for other people. I feel like the main message when it comes to tarot readings that I'm picking up on is it's for someone who is learning the craft, learning how to receive the information, how to read cards, and how to read the cards beyond the imagery. So it's like, the book says that, for example, the Fool means, taking a risk, a leap of faith. You're trying to look beyond just that meaning and see what else you're like intuitive impressions that you get. So yeah, someone's definitely playing around with things like that. So I'm going to move past that energy and dive in, because like I said, this is a love reading, and we'll see what we get, my dears. I don't know, now that I'm sitting down here in your energy, I'm feeling kind of free. So I feel like for whoever I'm reading for, either you just recently freed yourself from a romantic situation, or you're trying to emotionally free yourself from like kind of a stagnant connection. I almost feel like, and if it's not you, it could be the other person involved. I feel like there's a connection that just didn't get off the ground for whatever reason, and it's almost like one of you or both of you are kind of remaining hopeful that the kinks would be worked out of this situation, and that what's meant to be will be, and everything will unfold naturally when it's supposed to, in perfect timing. But I kind of feel like it hasn't, and someone is getting a bit discouraged and trying to remove themselves from the situation completely, either to go in a different direction, to explore their options in love, and just kind of chalk this up to a lost cause, lesson learned, whatever. While others of you are still kind of hanging on, and the other person is going through the detachment of this connection, or trying to detach from a different connection so that it removes the blockages that have been put in place between you and them. Something like that. I feel like somebody's trying to lift the barricade, basically. Because I keep seeing like a freeway or a road, and there's those cement blocks, basically. I can't remember what the hell they're called, but anyways, I feel like it's going right across the road, and we've been stopped at it trying to figure out how are we going to move these fucking things, because they're heavy, and I can't do it by myself. So some of you could be seeking help. It could either be through tarot or friends, family, trying to either get over these hurdles. It's almost like, how do I get my car around this blockade, so that we can move forward. And I feel like during a sense of detachment or lack of communication, I kind of get a ghosting energy in a sense, but through no communication, the barricades have been moved, or they're moving. So some solutions are coming to the forefront so that you guys have like an open road to just keep charging ahead. It's almost like ripping the rear view mirror off your car and not looking backwards. It's just full steam ahead, being very future focused, which is beautiful, because the only thing we can gain from the past is lessons. Did we learn from this? Did we learn from that? Because we can't change anything, so all we can do is just get through it and push forward. I don't know why I'm talking about blockages so much. It must be a main energy here. So the overall energy, we have Dress of Alchemy, Release Your Power. Number 33 breaks down to a 6, which is all about equal give and take, reciprocity. It's balance. It's finding balance not only within yourself, but within this connection, this situation. I'm looking at the yellow behind her head, and to me it looks like the sun, or like that light bulb moment. It's finally realizing something. It was like a missing piece to the puzzle, and through this disconnect, through pulling yourself out of the situation, this is the aha moment of how to remove these blockages. If you should move forward with this person or just move forward on your own. Either way, you're moving forward. I feel like you're realizing that you are very powerful, Taurus. That you, even during times where you felt helpless and out of control, you've always been in the driver's seat. You've always had a sense of control, because it is your own life. You do have a choice in this situation, in this matter, no matter what we're talking about. And I feel like a lot of you were waiting for somebody else to take charge, to take control of a situation, to make these decisions. And you're finally seeing that you're the one that needs to step up and do it. You're the one that needs to make a choice. Because I feel like the other person involved, if we're talking about love, and that is the main energy here, I feel like they've already made a choice, and they're kind of leaving it up to you, and you're seeing this. So basically, you're the make it or break it person in this situation. You're the one that could create blossoming abundance between you and this person, or burn it to the ground, basically. And then we have true happiness is found within you, not in the people or things around you, which is very true. People can add to our happiness. Things, money, whatever can add to our happiness. But if we're not truly happy within ourselves, it won't make us happy. These people and things can't create happiness for us. They can help. But if you're kind of dark and dreary in the, internally, there's nothing that's going to make your situation or your outlook better or more positive until you take the bull by the horns and do it yourself. And I kind of feel like you're realizing that you are the key to your own happiness, to your own success, no matter what we're talking about here. And I feel like that's why you're coming up in such a powerful stance right now, because you're realizing that you have so much more control over your life than you ever thought, Because I almost feel like I'm relying on somebody else to move things forward, to make me happy. It's almost like if somebody else makes the choice or takes the reins, if they're controlling what's going on, or how we move forward, it's not my fault if things fuck up, because I didn't make this choice, they did. It's kind of a passive-aggressive approach if you think about it, but both of you are responsible for your own actions, whether they're good or bad. And I feel like you're seeing this, and you're realizing that nobody has that type of control over you. Nobody can make you happy. They can't make you or break you. That only you can. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. This is getting kind of deep. And then someone in the situation needs a reality check and fast. And I feel like it is whoever is relying on others for happiness, their own, for anything that's very individual and personal. If you're giving someone that much power over you, you definitely need a smack upside the head and, to have that aha moment where, no, I am in control of me, period. Nobody else. You should never, ever let anybody else have that much power over you. And I do feel like you have allowed people to walk all over you in the past, Taurus, because you're very generous, you're very kind-hearted, and sadly, not everybody reciprocates. Not everybody does what we do, and not everybody has the best of intentions. And I kind of feel like you're seeing who's in your corner and who's not, who really has your back, because it's almost like I feel like you're very helpful and people are taking advantage of this, and how you're seeing it is the fact that when you're in a vulnerable state, when you are, in a sense of lack, no matter what we're talking about, it could be emotionally, financially, whatever, those same people that you helped are not in your corner. It's like you need this balance. You want to create this sense of balance in your own life. So I kind of feel like you're weeding out the garden. Those who don't belong in your life anymore, you're letting them go. And I feel like you might be pissing off a few people in the process because, takers want to continue to take. And when their not antics, when their intentions are made known, it puts them in an icky situation, and it puts a spotlight on them, and they don't like it. And I kind of feel like that's what you're doing. You're shining light on, the people who don't serve you, whether we're talking about friends, family, love, whatever. So you're basically just not putting up with anyone's shit. I even feel that some of you have gone as far to, excuse me, finally, put your foot down, like say at work, if you've been mistreated, if you didn't get the pay raise you were looking for, the advancement, if you're getting treated like shit and you're noticing that people beneath you or people who don't produce the same type of work as you are getting rewarded and you're not, I feel like you're just going to walk off the job, or you're considering this, or you're going to speak up and made your unhappiness known, basically. It's like, this is not fair. I feel like you want to create a sense of balance in every area of your life. It's like, you did me dirty, and now I'm going to call you on your shit, and I'm going to make sure everyone knows just how unfucking fair you are. Because even though a lot of times companies, we're all replaceable, you know, and they want you to think that and believe that, but there are good employees and there are bad employees. So I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you know, you're a very hard worker, you're very good at what you do. So basically you're overworked and underpaid, and you are a top employee at whatever this company is, and you're not being treated with the respect that you deserve. And I feel like you've had it, and you're going to call somebody out on their shit, or potentially quit and leave this company, your boss, in a lurch, basically. And it's like, you know, what goes around comes around, motherfucker. And that could be the reality check that you're smacking somebody else upside the head with, you know what I mean? And in love, I almost see that the reality check that you're providing, because I feel like you're providing this. For some of you, you know, it could be given to you, you know, somebody's providing it to you, and you're going, oh my God, I can't believe I, you know, said this, did this, whatever, I was acting that way. But in a love capacity, I feel like the reality check is, you know, you're not the only option in the world. You're letting somebody know that you don't need to put up with their shit, and you're pointing out their flaws. You're pointing out, and when I say flaws, I mean you're pointing out their flawed actions, you know, their flawed approach to this connection, and letting them know just how dissatisfied you are, basically. So you're speaking up, and that's beautiful. At the bottom of the Island Times Wellness deck, we have sunglasses. Somebody is watching you, or you're watching somebody. I strongly feel it could be 50-50 because there's a lot of you. So I do feel like, Taurus, some of you are, you know, trying to gather information about this person so that you can make a well-rounded decision on how to move forward. I feel like some of you are you're finding valuable information out that's going to help you make the best decision for your life, your situation, for this connection. Some of you are finding out information that's going to be very unsettling, while others of you are finding out through snooping, through spying, that your crush actually likes you back. It could be vice versa. Like I said, either you're finding this out and spying, or somebody's spying on you. I don't know, in this retrograde energy, I feel like those who are coming back from the past, they've been watching you for a while, whoever this person is. I feel like it could be a couple people for some of you, but there's one person in particular, and this is an ex. Whether you're the ex and doing this to somebody because you want to return, or they're doing it to you. But I strongly feel like someone's keeping tabs on you. It's like, you know, they want to know where you're going to be so that they can randomly run into you, kind of thing. They want to make it look like fate and destiny, but it's planned, if that makes sense, or that's what you're doing. So, seems I'm 23 minutes in, I'm still yapping. The main energy between you and this person is the Ten of Wands. Laying down the burdens of the past, of all the crap that's gone on between the two of you. This man looks very tired, male, female, whatever, it doesn't matter. I feel like you guys have been carrying around the weight of the world on your shoulders, both of you, because this is mutual energy. And I feel like it's all the issues that you and this person have had together. It's like holding on to the negative aspects of the connection, possibly shit that happened during the breakup, because I do feel like this is someone from your past. I don't feel like all of you have dated this person, so if there's breakup energy here, it's baggage that you're holding on to from somebody else in your past, and this person could be doing the same thing. But I feel like it's like, I just want to lay all that shit down. I want to bury it. It's dead and gone. You know, I only want to take what is important with me, you know, moving forward. So I feel like somebody's trying to clear their energy so that they can move forward in a positive way with this person. Like I said, for the majority of you, I don't feel like this is an ex of yours. I feel like this is somebody that either you've had a crush on or they've had a crush on you. I get a sense that you guys might be moving forward together. Because it's almost like, what are we waiting for? Why? It's almost like it's taken so much work to create those blockages and the barricade in the road that I was talking about in the beginning. That was more work than just allowing. So I feel like you guys are seeing that 9 of Cups, which is, this is wish fulfillment. It's getting what you want. Yeah, it's almost like the blockages that we've created so that, you know, you and I haven't, the reason why you two haven't moved forward is because of self-imposed blockages. And it's like, what are we waiting for? You know, you make me happy, I make you happy, you're everything that I've been wanting and more. And I feel like you both are feeling the same way. But it's almost like because of the barricades and blockages that have been put in place in the past, it's like it's trying to figure out how to overcome the blocks that you guys have created in this situation, or the blocks that this other person has created. I heard selfishness, so I kind of feel like someone is being selfish, like only looking at things from their own perspective. So one of you might be dealing with like past baggage, breakup issues. I feel like one of you has a hard time being vulnerable and opening up in love in general, and it's not just with this person or with you. It's carrying around shit that you need to let go of for your own sanity. And I feel like with the selfishness that I'm picking up on, it's like, you know, you make me happy, we could be happy. It's almost like looking at it from, okay, I would be happy if we were together, and it's kind of ignoring the baggage that the other person is carrying. Like, you know, that's not important. Why can't you just lay it down already? You know, it's not realizing that, you know, shit like that takes time. So that's where the selfishness is that I'm picking up on. And yeah, it's time to be honest with yourself and honest with this person. Trust could be an issue here too. And I feel like if there's trust issues, it's not necessarily between the two of you. For some of you it could be, but I feel like it's just because of your past. That's something that someone's carrying with them, you know, is, you know, they could have gotten cheated on, lied to, whatever. So it's almost like they're taking all the indiscretions of an ex and putting it on you, kind of thing. We have the Hangman. It's like needing to see things from the other person's perspective. Looking at this a little differently is what I feel here. And through spying, some of you might be changing your perspective because you are finding out certain things that you didn't know about this person as to why they're taking so fucking long, basically. And he almost looks like he's kind of spying on her. She's got her eyes closed. She's tied up and just kind of hanging out, not realizing that her legs aren't tied, that she could free herself. But it's almost like I don't want to get caught kind of energy for some reason. But this is the spying energy. So whoever is feeling stuck to the past and can't seem to release that baggage, all they need to do is get up, basically. Like, it wouldn't be difficult to release. I feel like you could help this person move past some of their issues, emotional issues and shit, but they're not seeing it that way. So whoever's kind of stuck, and I feel like it's mentally stuck, it's just thoughts that keep going back, like round and round in your head or their head. But whoever isn't stuck, that's the person that's stalking or watching. They're trying to figure out why the other person feels so stuck. Or what they're stuck in. Are they stuck in a connection? Are they stuck to a person? Are they stuck financially? Like, what is this self-imposed mental trap that they have themselves in, kind of thing? I feel like some of you could have even offered advice to this person, but they're not looking at it from your perspective. They're looking at it from a kind of a dark place. Yeah, because I feel like with the butterfly, a relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth, it's like you're trying to provide enlightenment to this person so that not only can you two move forward together, but just so that they can move forward and grow and expand themselves. But they're only seeing what they want to see. They're coming from a very dark place. Like, this person's pretty pessimistic. The snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. There could be other people involved. This person could be tied to another connection, like I said, and that could be something that you are finding out, or that they're finding out about you. But ultimately, I feel like this person is viewing your advice or your help as though you have an ulterior motive. It's like, you're only helping me because you want something. What do you want? And I feel like that's just because of history. Like, they've dealt with people like that in the past. So even though they have no reason to think that of you, or you have no reason to think that of this person, that's the way they're viewing the situation, because they have trust issues. So they need to pull their head out of their ass, basically. So, mutual thoughts or past conversations, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is juggling. But in the After Tarot, I get a sense that this is finally making a decision, knowing it's knowing that you need to drop something. So, part of the advice here, especially if you two were friends and you have like a crush on your friend, or they have a crush on you, who... I feel like one of you gave the other person advice, like, watch out for your ex. Whoever, they feel stuck to for whatever reason, you were warning them about this person, like, they're no good for you, they're just going to create more problems. You're looking at this through rose-colored glasses, basically. So I almost feel like you're trying to get this person, you're giving them that reality check, like, you're barking up the wrong tree, dude, or that's what they're saying to you. So I do feel like this person was trying to get you out of some emotional turmoil, to get you to see what you're missing, what you're refusing to look at, or vice versa. But I almost get a sense that it's like, okay, you're only saying this because you like me. There's an ulterior motive here. Yeah, someone feels that they're being manipulated. That the advice is for an ulterior motive. It's like, you're only saying this because you want me. Like, you don't know how me and my ex are. You don't know that person, or you don't see what I see. And it's like, well, you're not seeing things from my perspective either, or from everyone else's perspective, because I almost get a sense like whoever's providing this advice about this ex person, multiple people have said the same thing to this person. It's like, you do know that the person that you are clung to, that you haven't released yourself from, is cheating, that they have multiple people, that they're using you, that they're manipulating you, that they're only keeping you around for money, shit like that. And I just feel like it's something that either you don't want to hear, Taurus, or they don't want to hear from you. It's like they need to figure it out on their own accord. And I kind of get a sense that you might have found this information out through spying. But what's funny is I feel like whoever's stuck to a past person and not seeing the error in their ways, basically, they're spying on you. So if you're stuck to the past, you're spying on whoever is in this reading because you do like them. I feel like part of you knows that this person's being genuine, but you don't want to believe it at the same time, or they don't, something like that. So you're trying to tell yourself like, oh, this person who has a crush on me is just trying to manipulate the situation to get what they want. Even though they're not. Could be where the ghosting energy is coming in, and why there's more spying energy versus talking. Because this could have been a past conversation, or somebody just left the building, either you did or they did, because it's like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I I have a decision to make and I don't need anyone else's input, basically, kind of thing. Yeah, but I feel like somebody's getting used. They're kind of being charmed to stick around with the past person, and it is delaying forward movement between you and this person, and it could end up being a lost, well, whatever, a missed opportunity is what I was going to say, a lost opportunity, you know, kind of where it's buried and it just doesn't move forward. I want more on this manipulation. I feel like somebody has a hard time dating. Like they feel like they just don't have what it takes to court somebody properly. It's almost like this past person, even though they're kind of shady and they've hurt me and they cheated and they lied and they did this, that, and the other, I know what to expect from them. It's kind of that whole misery loves company, but I do feel like you're about to release your power. You're about to stop putting up with this shit, because I do see a decision being made, and it is a decision that's being kept hush hush. Basically you're keeping it to yourself, or they are. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. This could have left you up in your head, especially if you were stuck to a past person, or if this is them. They could have been up in their head not knowing what to do, like the whole, you're just manipulating me because you have a crush on me. But I do feel like feelings were expressed in the past. This is a crush. This is someone you didn't date. It could be a friend of yours. But for some reason, I feel like... Okay. Say... I'm going to use this as an example. It could be vice versa, though. So say this friend of yours, Taurus, in the past, they told you that they liked you, that they wanted to see where this could go, that, you know, wanted you to kind of date or whatever. They told you that they liked you. And you kind of shot them down because you were stuck to something else, someone else. You just couldn't pull yourself out of the muck, out of the past. And now that there's been a disconnect in communication, the energy has shifted and changed between the two of you. I feel like you are trying to decide if you should tell this person that you have the same feelings, that you like them back. But I kind of feel doubt here, like, it didn't go anywhere in the past, so I'm probably going to get turned down now. So I feel a bit of hesitation there. But yeah, I almost feel like whoever didn't say that they had feelings in the past wants to come forward and say it now. That could be where the spying energy is coming in also, like trying to figure out, are you with anybody? What's going on in your life? And would it be beneficial to even tell you that I have these feelings, kind of thing. So it's like somebody's ready to speak up, but yet they're still not. I feel like we've had this story for like ever. Mutual feelings. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah, this person's very different. I feel like you guys are very similar, but yet very different. So it's almost like you have the same or similar interests, and it's almost like you guys are the same person, but you handle situations differently, is what I feel. So there's a lot of similarities, but there's also a lot of differences. And I feel like both of you are trying to, because this is mutual feelings, both of you are trying to see like the silver lining in this situation. Like okay, Taurus is different than anyone I've ever dated, and so is different than anyone Taurus has ever dated. Maybe this person looks different, maybe they have a different religious background, they come from a different culture. There is a difference here. There could even be an age difference, but I feel like it's the reason why I keep an open mind is because this person is different than anyone you've ever dated before. They don't they would break the pattern, they break the mold, and that can be kind of scary sometimes because you just don't know what to expect when you're dealing with someone who doesn't fit the criteria of the options you've explored in the past, kind of thing. I feel like you guys communicate very differently. You both are very intelligent, but one of you is very articulate. You're very good with your words, while the other person, they think a lot and they have a lot to say, but they don't know how to say it. It's almost like, I feel like one of you worries that someone's gonna misinterpret what you're trying to say because you have a hard time getting your point across, and the other person doesn't. So yeah, there's definitely a difference in the way you two communicate, and it could have caused problems in the past, and it's like, how do we overcome this? I don't want to, you know, create unnecessary drama or issues. We have the Emperor, that's Aries and Taurus energy, with the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's a difference in how you two communicate. It's almost like you guys could have the same exact thing to say, but you both approach it differently. You both say it differently. One of you is more quick to say things, can be very brash, kind of, I don't want to say immature communication, but it comes off kind of strong, while the other person's more calculating. They think things through, they take their time, you know, proper punctuation. So this is someone who, you know, is probably a writer or could be a writer. Like, they use proper grammar, big words, you know, shit like that. They really, they put a lot of time into how they communicate when it's something important that they want to say. And even though the other person, you know, what they want to say is just as important, their approach is very different. So maturity-wise, there could definitely be a difference, but there could also be a difference educationally speaking. So if there isn't an age difference, you know, one of you could have gone to college while the other one didn't, something like that. I just feel like there's a difference here. And communication was definitely a problem in the past. Not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Yeah, this person could be envious at the fact that, you know, you are very well versed, I guess you could say, or maybe you're quote unquote smarter than them, or vice versa. Maybe you feel that this person's smarter than you. I just feel a lot of fear here, like I don't add up, I don't match up, I can't match up to you. So one of you is feeling inferior to the other. They're not feeling good enough. Like, you're out of my league, you're too good for me kind of energy. Whether that's you feeling that way about this person or they're feeling that way about you. And then we have hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. I kind of get a sense that this person, they want to connect with you. You both want to work on building a solid foundation. And I kind of feel like you guys are willing to take the time and move slow so that you guys do it right, basically. I feel like one of you is more persistent than the other, because there's one person who's willing to put the time, energy, and effort into this and really get it moving forward, while the other person sabotages the connection every chance they get because they don't feel good enough. So, like I said, someone's out of someone's league. That is their perception, basically. So your wants and or needs, Taurus, we have the Ace of Swords. You want the truth. You want honest communication. You want to know where this is going, and I kind of feel like you want this person to come towards you and, you know, tell you that they still have feelings for you. Give you the clarity that you need. I feel like somebody's being blinded to the truth. So Taurus, you need to open your eyes and really see what's going on here. What's going on with the past person that you're potentially stuck to, or, you know, unless this is them. But I feel like somebody, needs to be open to the truth. It's almost like when people say, I just wish people would be honest with me and tell me the truth, but it's like they can't handle the truth kind of thing. So when you are honest, they get mad at you or they don't believe you or whatever. It's something like that. It's almost like, yes, you want this honest communication, but can you really handle the truth kind of thing? And you might be wondering if this person can handle the truth, like as to why you've taken so long or why you're stuck to the past or whatever, depending on who's stuck. But I just feel like you want honest communication. You want to know where this is going so you can just keep charging ahead, basically. What this person wants and or needs is the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be them, or you could have that somewhere in your chart. But she is very creative. She's very passionate. She's very driven. She has the attention of many. I feel she's very happy. I get a sense that you view this person, Taurus, as being very lucky. Like, it's almost like they could fall into a pile of shit and come out smelling like roses kind of thing. It's like, how do you have such luck on your side, such good luck? How do you always, have this sunny disposition? There's a lot of passion here. I feel like this person over here is very passionate and they're very emotional. They're very deep. I just heard Scorpio, but they could have, if they don't have Scorpio in their chart or they're not a Scorpio, they could have scorpionic traits. Because I feel like this person, they're very fiery and they're driven by a primal desire, and they're not promiscuous. I'm not saying this is a fuck boy, fuck girl. This is just they have a lot of passion and they come from a very deep place when they're expressing their feelings or, their wants, needs, whatever. And I kind of get a sense that Taurus, you're more detached from your emotions and you're more logical. But I feel like together you two would be kind of a powerhouse because you would balance each other out, which is why we have keep an open mind here. It's like whatever you lack, they can pick up the slack and vice versa. So if this person is taking a more passionate, loving approach to, this connection or just life in general, you can be like, you're like the rational side. So it's almost like this person, they're very right-brained, like on the right side, and you're more of a left-sided brain type person. So together you're the yin and yang, basically. You guys complete each other in a sense. But you're not used to that. You're used to dealing with people who are they're cut from the same cloth as you, basically. Ace of Swords, please. Some of you are very attracted to this person's mind. But not so much physically. Because I kind of get a sense that it's not that you find this person unattractive, they're just not as quote-unquote hot as you, as the people that you've dated in the past. Or maybe this is a concern of yours and you feel that way about yourself. Like, yeah, I'm smart and all this shit, but I'm not as pretty as your ex or as handsome as your ex or something like that. One of you's feeling that way. And then this person, they could be very physically attracted to you, but when it comes to communication and being logical and whatever, there's a difference where they feel like they can't really communicate with you, or you feel like you can't communicate with them properly. I don't know. I almost feel like I want to be able to have an intellectual conversation with the person I love, but I feel like I can't do it with this person because they're not as intelligent as me. They're not on the same wavelength, but there's passion and crazy mad, like awesome, potentially awesome sex here. Like, I feel like some of you are having a hard time looking past the fact that you can't have this intellectual conversation with this person, or you couldn't in the past, or vice versa, or that's how they're looking at you. There definitely could be an age difference here. I feel like someone just doesn't feel smart enough, like you're out of my league, or you feel like they're out of your league. We have the Fool reverse. There's Aries energy again. This is not taking a leap of faith. I feel like this is not fully moving on. Taurus, I kind of feel like you don't want to move on from this person. But I also feel like it's saying you need to take a risk. You need to speak up, but you're not. Can I get more on this, please? Oh, man. Actually, we'll see if I need to do that after. Yeah, you do have a lot of love for this person. It's like you want to move forward, but I feel a sense of fear here. So that's something that needs to be overcome. Can I get more on this Queen of Wands, please? I didn't realize how long this video was. We have the Moon reversed. Yeah, somebody wants to tell you that they don't want it to end either with the World reversed. There could be distance between the two of you. But yeah, this person wants to express their feelings to you as well. So you guys both want to express your love for each other. But I feel like there's a fear here. Someone doesn't feel good enough. Yeah. Mask. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. This is hiding their feelings. Keeping it hidden. But I feel like there's a big reveal coming up. And then we have stabbed in the back. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking, attack. If there was ghosting happening between the two of you, this person does feel betrayed by you just kind of up and going. Yeah, something happened between the two of you that this person is still thinking about. They could have found out something about you through spying as well. But I feel like this person has something they really want to say. What does this person want to say? I want to know why stabbed in the back came out, please. I feel like this person needs... It's either them or you. Either they need to heal from something that happened to them, like, you know, some kind of heartbreak and pain that happened in their past, or they know that you need to heal from something, or it could be something that they created and they know they need to apologize, but they don't want to because there's some kind of pride and ego bullshit going on here. Somebody did something they shouldn't have done. Acceptance. Perception. Somebody wants to create balance in this situation. But yeah, I feel like this person wants to express their feelings to you. It could have started off as, you know, a sexual attraction, you know, with more passion or lustful energy versus love, and it's just kind of grown and evolved into that. For some reason, I feel like whoever expressed their emotion in the past is changing their feelings now. So if this person told you that they had feelings for you in the past and you didn't move forward, you lied to them and said that you didn't have feelings for them, and you know could have been stuck to a past person, I feel like it did cause a lot of pain. I feel like they haven't told you that it hurt them. Maybe you know, but I feel like this person, and this could be you over here, just take it where it fits, but I feel like whoever's over here does feel betrayed by the fact that they, you know, they were open and vulnerable with you and you weren't with them, and because they might have thought it was going to go somewhere and you chose a past person or you chose someone else over them, or vice versa. I feel like they want to let you know that what you did wasn't fair, but they're learning to accept, you know, just accept it. This is the past is the past. You know, I want to move past the past, kind of thing. Can we just keep moving forward? For some of you, this person is accepting the fact that you will never change. That, you know, once a player, always a player, kind of thing. Or that's something that you're accepting about this person. I almost feel like someone in this situation, not all of you, but someone, a small percentage, I guess it could be just a group, is chalking this up to a lesson learned, and that could be the reality check that someone's getting slapped upside the head with, like you lost out on a love of a lifetime because of your antics, because of your behavior, because of whatever happened in the past, because of running away. And we have closure. Someone is having a hard time gaining closure in a romantic situation, whether it's between you and this person or a past person like an ex. So your feelings about this person is flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, and their feelings towards you is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So yeah, I do feel like, Taurus, you are taking a lighthearted approach. You're being very flirtatious, or this is how things started between the two of you, whether you initiated it or this person did. But I feel like whoever's over here has trust issues. I also feel like this person knows that you have trust issues as well. They're just having a hard time trusting in the process, accepting, what had happened between the two of you in the past, basically. Like, once a player, always a player. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Like, this, I feel like this person's kind of viewing you as just having fun, just being playful, not wanting to settle down, not being serious. So if you do take a loving approach to this person, they might not trust it. Or vice versa. We have the High Priestess. I feel like you're only being flirtatious because you're hiding your feelings. Because you don't want to be vulnerable. You're not sure exactly. Because there's like a back and forth. Like, I should move forward. No, I shouldn't. So there's some hesitation. So I kind of feel like whoever's on this side could be you, Taurus. I feel like they're keeping the friendship, the connection, conversations that you two have hush hush because of a past person. So if they're flirting with you, it's like they're just having a good time, but they're keeping it to themselves. Yeah, then we have the Tower reversed. Could be dealing with a Scorpio even. I did say that before. But there's third-party energy here, and right here we have the other woman in the middle with the snake. Yeah, I feel like there's somebody else involved. There could be multiple suitors. So, Taurus, you're either keeping this person a secret, or you know that they're keeping you a secret. There's secret communication here because of external people. Then we have the Five of Swords reversed, and that could be why there's trust issues here with the Three of Cups. Yeah, it's crazy because I feel like this person with the Seven of Pentacles, they wanted to invest in this connection initially. They were willing to wait and give you the time that you needed to, clear up some shit in your past to, so that you could release yourself from an ex, just so you could heal, the shit we gotta work through, basically. But I feel like they feel like they were taken for a ride. They were taken advantage of. It's like it's a lose-lose situation. This is giving up on reconciling because there's too many people in this situation. This person doesn't want to be someone's second choice. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Yeah, something happened. There was infidelity here. Whether you were keeping them, this person feels like they were your dirty little secret. Unless you're over here, Taurus, you might feel that way, and they know it. So it's like, because for some of you, they feel this way about you, while others, they feel they know that you think this about them, that you don't trust them because of whatever they did. Can I get more on flirt, the High Priestess, and the Tower reverse? I feel like for whatever Taurus I'm talking to, you're not stable. You're trying to act as though you're better off than you really are, but you're trying to create stability in your life. I feel like when it comes to love and romance, it's almost like whoever this is not ready for it, or that's how you feel about this person or your ex-person. We have separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Yeah, it's just like, I keep seeing the runner chaser shit, and then we have the axe after that, so there's separation and endings here. I feel that ghosting energy, like I said. I feel like you two, it's almost like things were going great and then boom, somebody just stopped talking, and it's because another person entered the picture. There's too many hands in the honeypot here. And I feel like this person is just chalking this up to a lost cause, a lesson learned. Like they're losing that loving feeling for you, Taurus. And I feel like it's because you sabotaged this connection. And I feel like you did it on purpose. Like, just because you weren't ready or because you were attached to somebody else. There could be a million and one reasons as to why somebody would do that. But I just feel like I'm not good enough. You're out of my league. And that's not something you said to this person. That's just something you think. And that might be what you need to say. Like, because I feel like you haven't moved on from this. I feel like somebody's kicking themselves in the ass for the way that they acted, for how they treated the other person. And that could be this person kicking themselves in the ass for how they treated you. So throughout this reading, when I say Taurus, you know, you're the one with a faulty foundation, blah, 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 whatever. If that's not you and you know you're doing well and you're emotionally stable and secure and ready for love and whatever, and it hits home for the other person, just take that, you know, just listen to it in that context, because with energy, I don't know who is who, and sometimes, like, in the feelings, this is how, like, you feel about this person. So I kind of get a sense, Taurus, that most of you feel that this person isn't stable, that they're hiding things, that they were keeping you a secret, and this person has trust issues either because of you, or that created blockages because they have trust issues from their past. Because of infidelity, this person could have been cheated on multiple times throughout, you know, their life. So, your expectations. We have the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you are expecting communication to come in so that you can move forward. I feel like you really want the truth here. She wants the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and she'll cut your ass out if you don't give it to her. I feel like it's time to move forward, whether together or separate, because like I said, future forward, I saw that in the very beginning, and I feel like you just want the clarity. You just want all the information. You could be the one who's spying so that you can move forward, but I do feel like you want to have some type of conversation with this person just so that you know how to move forward. This person's expectations, we have the Devil, the Six of Wands, and the Page of Swords. I feel like this person thinks that you are obsessed with them and that you're watching them. So there's kind of some cocky energy over here, but that might not be for all of you. That's the first message I got with this combination, is they think that that you're obsessed with them, that you can't get enough of them, and that you're spying on them. Well, others of them are spying on you, Taurus, because they want your attention and they're obsessed with you. So it's either way. But I feel the first message more. I feel like this person, their expectation, what they're thinking, their perception of this is that you're not over them, you haven't moved on, that you are obsessed with them and you're watching their every move. If this person has an online business, if they're on social media a lot, they feel like you're stalking them, watching them, that you know more about their situation than you should, kind of thing, that you're trying to gain truth and clarity, so that's why you're watching them. I almost feel like for the ones who think that you're spying on them, that you're obsessed with them, Taurus, in that situation, you're their ex, and they used to want to reconcile with you, but they don't. Like, they're just chalking it up to a lost cause, like, you'll never change, you can watch me all you want kind of energy, but I don't want you back kind of thing. There's definitely spying, 100%. Can I get more on the devil with the Six of Wands and the Page of Swords, please? For others, this person doesn't even think that you're watching them, Taurus. If you are dating somebody else, Taurus, or stuck on a past person and that's why you two didn't move forward, this person thinks that your ex or whoever you're connected to is watching them. They could even be watching your ex to see what the hell's going on. Somebody's watching somebody. And then we have the Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, because they're not getting actual attention. You're not giving them the time of day, so they're talking to you. It's almost like, yeah, there's blocks in communication. Like I said, they're trying to decide how to move forward with you, how to make this connection work. With the Hierophant, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles, I feel like this person watches you at work and everything. So if they're dating somebody else, they're definitely keeping this a secret, because I felt that energy anyways with the High Priestess here. They'd be watching you at work if they're dating somebody else, but they're definitely keeping tabs on you, and I'm having deja vu all of a sudden. But besides that, I feel like the reason why this obsessed stalking energy is here, because this is legit stalker. So you're either stalking this person, and when I say stalking, I mean like every day, or they're doing it to you. Someone is heavily, heavily, heavily spying on somebody, and it's because they want that attention from you, but you're not giving them that attention. There's blocks in communication. This hasn't moved forward. You guys aren't talking. So they're trying to decide if they want to work on this connection or not. They're trying to figure out if you are with somebody. Are you with this past person? Are you entertaining other options? What is Taurus up to? Because I'm not going to give them the time of day or any of my attention whatsoever if they're with somebody else, unless I know for a fact we can make this work. So this person is watching you. Or they just have this expectation that you're watching them for the same reason I just said. Can I get more on the Queen of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune? We have the Ace of Cups, and it wanted to go this way. Or wanted to go upright. So I'm going to leave it kind of sideways. I feel like you want to know, does this person love you? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? I want to be like, working now. Anyways. It's like, do you love me? Are we going to move this forward? I need to know. I feel like, Taurus, you don't want any secrets on the table anymore. It's like you just want this fucking clarity. Either we're moving forward together or we're moving forward apart. Either way, I'm either going to pour this cup of love into myself, which would be this way, or we can make this work. But I feel like you're kind of questioning it. You both are mirroring each other in the fact that you have a lot of love for each other and you have a lot of fear and a lot of hesitation here. Like I said, someone feels like the other person is out of their league. Oh, Two of Cups. I feel like you lied about your feelings, Taurus, when it came to this person, because there's something from your past fucking that you were either clung to or hung up on or something. And I get a sense that you either feel like this person is out of your league, and it could be because of social status. Like I said, there's a difference here. And someone doesn't feel good enough. They don't feel like they match up. And if that's not you, they feel this way about you. Someone just feels beneath the other person. Could be an age difference. But Taurus, you definitely want to connect with this person, and I feel like you want to fix whatever didn't work in the past. You don't want to move on without them, but you will if you have to. And this person feels betrayed by you, and they feel like you're stalking the shit out of them, that you're obsessed with them, and that you won't go away until they work on things with you. I feel like this person has accepted, past indiscretions, just accepted their fate or the fate of this connection. And I feel like they want you to accept it. Yeah, you just don't want this to end. But you also don't have the clarity that you need. And then we have the Seven of Swords here under that. There's trust issues. There's past. There's infidelity. There's past lies. What was I going to do? Can I get more on Taurus's wants and or needs, please? We'll see what the obstacles and blocks are. Obviously, there's some obsessed energy, whether it's on your side or their side, but even if it's not going on, it's someone's perception, it's their perspective, so it's how they see you or their viewpoint, basically, so it doesn't mean it's fact. Renewal. Yeah, you want to start over with this person, but you just don't fucking know what to do. What is with this stalker energy? Confusion. Can I get more on the stalker energy, please? I just heard, how did you know that? So yeah, someone's definitely spying or stalking. Facade. So you might not be stalking them, and they're just viewing you that way. Or they're acting... Okay, I get it. Someone, with this whole stalker obsessed energy, someone is acting aloof. They're like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about. So they're pretending that they know less than they really do. It's a facade. They've been keeping tabs on you, Taurus, or you've been keeping tabs on them because you want to grow and expand. You have a lot of love for this person. Yeah. And then we have victim and perception. So someone definitely... There is spying here. I feel like someone's assuming it, but I do feel like for some of you it's kind of harmless. They're just, keeping tabs on you, just liking your social media shit. While others of you, it's a little bit more serious, and they're acting as though they're not really doing it, that they don't really know what's going on with you, blah, 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 whatever. But they fucking do. Somebody might even have someone's passcodes, so passwords. Change your email password because if your device is linked, to your iCloud or Google or anything like that, there's Google activity. And they can, any voice texting, your searches. If this person has access to your email of any kind like that, if they know your password, they can basically view everything that you've been doing. So just keep that in mind, because I feel like for someone out there, Taurus, either you have their information and you're legit tracking them like you're an FBI agent, or that's what they're doing with you. Someone's fucking spying because they're worried about cheating. They're worried about the past coming back to bite someone in the ass, basically. But there's definitely a difference here. Keep an open mind. And you know what's funny for some of you? It might not even be between you and this person. It could be this person has an ex who's stalking them, and they can't get rid of this person, or even if it's not an ex, they just have a stalker that's driving them crazy and creating blockages for them, or you do, and it's not even, it's just creating a blockade between the two of you, but it's actually other people, it's interference for some of you. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more I have to pick up on your energy. Also, go on over to Patreon. This is going to be extended obstacles and blocks, actions, outcome, what they want to say to you. I want to dive in more because I want to see who this fucking stalker is. I want to see why, like if it is you or them, and I want to see why they're doing it, like possibly what type of information they're gaining. You know, like what is the point of creeping up on somebody, you know? What are they looking for? You know, is it something specific, or is it just because they miss you and they want to know when they can slide in, kind of thing? But there definitely is love here, but there's an outside energy and something from the past, because I really don't like this energy. We have like a snake in the grass, and potentially some shitteth will hitteth the fanneth, you know? But yeah, I'll see you over on Patreon. I love you guys so much. I do have openings for personals. Hit me up if you'd like one. Email me for all that information. It's in the box below. Don't forget about my merch. You know, just subscribe and support away. Your love and support is phenomenal, and it means the world to me. So I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.